car is all packed up and we are off to Ricketts Glen State Park for a weekend camping trip. Join us. What do you think, Bubby? So we have stopped to get gas for Poseidon to go to the bathroom, for me to go to the bathroom, and we are 45 minutes away from the state park. So we'll see you there. We reached Ricketts Glen and we're doing a quick little walk around, and I'll show you our campsite in a little bit. It's so pretty. So we're at our campsite. We went for a little walk. Poseidon's nice and peed out. And I'm not entirely alone this time. My dad and brother are supposed to be joining. I think they're supposed to be here any minute, but I have no more service. So we'll just wait and see if they show up. In the meantime, we'll get camp sort of set up. They also are bringing the firewood with them, so I can't set up a fire until they get here. So we'll wait and see. Okay, we are 2.5 miles in, and we are on our second nap. So I haven't updated since yesterday because things got a little crazy. I got to the campsite at around 5:30, and the last text that I got was from my dad. He said he would be there a little after 6. And then I did get a text that they were stopping to get firewood. But then 6 rolls around, the sun's starting to set, no sign of them. I have no service, which is fine. And I'm assuming they had no service. And then 6:30 rolls around, still no sign. And I started to panic, like, oh no, maybe they got lost. Maybe they didn't know where my campsite was. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna pack up. I'm gonna go drive, try and see if I can find them. Maybe they're driving around lost. So I pack up my car, I start driving around, and a park ranger pulls me over and he's like, hey, this like section of the park that you're headed into is closed for the evening. So you'll have to head back. And I said, okay, that's fine. Start following him out. And then he pulls over another car that's coming in my direction. And it kind of looked like a van to me, like my dad's van. So I rolled down my window hoping I'd hear my dad's voice. He tells the guy in this car the same thing as he told me. And I could hear my dad's voice and I was like, oh my goodness. So luckily all is good. They set up their tent in the dark. It was a lot of fun. And then today we did the 8-mile Ricketts Glenn Falls Trail with 21 falls on it. It was the most packed trail I've ever been on. Also, one of the most dangerous trails I've ever done. Some of those climbs and declines were like pretty intense. And then we just had a nice time. My dad left and we're gonna spend another night here. And then we'll be doing another trail tomorrow before we head out. So whatever you've seen is from today, and then anything you see from now on is for tonight and tomorrow, which, by the way, behind me is Lake Jean here at Ricketts Glen. So enjoy the rest of the video. Poseidon, no. Bubby, Bubby. Oh my gosh. Did you like this beach? Should we go? Let's go. Oh my gosh. Come on. you done before. Go. Go. Come on, let's go. Bryce. Come on. This tree would have been standing basically where we are right now. So we did a slow pack up of camp this morning. We did a 1 mile loop trail. I'll put the link to the trails that we did this camp trip down below. We did that before we left Ricketts Glen. We drove out to Jim Thorpe and we did an overlook trail. And now we're headed home.